Hey guys, this is Hawk. Welcome back to the channel and to the long dark. That is right, we are finally here. We have episode 5 of Wintermute, the light at the end of all things. Separated by events on Great Bear Island, Astrid and Mackenzie struggle to make sense of the quiet apocalypse. In Perseverance Mills, Astrid investigates the quarantine established in the remote town. Lost in the wilderness with Jace, Mackenzie pushes on to deliver the Wintermute message to Dr. Atwood. Will they finally uncover the mystery of the Aurora and what it means for the world? All right, let's go ahead and let's get started. Capable survivor. Yeah, I think this is what we normally play, is like the middle ground one. All right, sure. Story 1.
I need your help. There's an isolated community in the northern part of Great Bear. Someone there is very sick.
What's in the case?
See, there's that thing about no questions, remember?
I'm looking for my friend. She was with me when my plane crashed.
I seem to recall the town somewhere up north, far. What was it called?
Hello? Is this the radio station at Perseverance Mills? Ask for Atwood.
Atwood. Got it. What's the message?
Wintermute.
I have wandered these paths a long time, friend. I was a walker, now I'm a watcher.
What's in the case?
I have no idea.
What is in the case?
They're all gonna pay now, Astrid.
Who are?
All of them. We've been in the background, in the shadows, invisible, overlooked for too long.
Well. Look what my guys found while investigating the old parts of the prison. Someone is seriously fucking with me.
Wake up, man. This is all about Donna. Don't you get that?
Astrid, you came. You said you would, and you did. But where is the case? Where is the cure?
Hopefully you guys got chills from that, because I certainly did. Part 1, Perseverance. Are we playing as Astrid or Mackenzie here? Aw, the little boy.
Jack? Thank you for coming. I didn't dare to hope, but when I saw your face in that canoe, I wasn't sure if it was too late.
Where?
Oh, this is my home. You made it. To Perseverance Mills.
I woke up and I thought I saw a child.
God, I wish it were true, but I can't see how. My little sweet Freya. It's gotten worse since we last spoke. She's been asleep like this for days now. She comes out of it once in a while and seems completely lost. The other night I woke up and she was standing on the porch, door wide open, like she was going to take a walk. She was freezing, but she wasn't awake. It was like sleepwalking.
We knew these symptoms might come.
Did you bring the treatment you promised?
I did bring them, but on the way here, the plane came down in the mountains. I got separated from Mackenzie. I'm sure he has the meds, and I know he's trying to get to us. We just need time. He'll get here.
Astrid, I'm not sure we have the time. Whatever happened to Freya seems to be affecting others in Perseverance. Dr. Larson set up a quarantine about a week ago when the power first went out. But he's gone missing, and the whole town is afraid.
Quarantine?
He thinks whatever is going on might be contagious. We've been trying to reach other towns on the radio, but nobody's responding.
Something's happened to the power. But also, it's more than that. I can't explain it yet, but it feels big.
People are getting frantic. Most are scared to leave their homes. Some are talking about breaking quarantine.
The doctor must have had a good reason for establishing it. If it is something contagious, we need to keep it from spreading further.
I think we have bigger problems. People have gone missing, and a couple have turned up dead. Some people are saying there's a killer from out of town, preying on people, catching them out in the forest, strangling them, drowning them. There are all kinds of crazy theories. Everyone is scared, and nobody's thinking too straight.
It sounds like the doctor may have had some ideas. Where can I find his clinic?
It's near the center of town, not far from Cooper's Blind, the bar.
I'll be back as soon as I can.
Be careful, Astrid. Freya's counting on you.
Okay, so it looks like we are probably playing as Astrid for starters. So it's over in Perseverance Mills. If I'm not mistaken, isn't Perseverance Mills investigate Dr. Larson's whereabouts? I thought Perseverance Mills was where we started that had the lady that was blind. But this is not the same town. We can't get in there, apparently. I will say, this is going to be a very short episode, and I'm going to apologize in advance for that. I literally have a flight in like 4 hours. I shouldn't even be playing right now, but I wanted to make sure that we had the opportunity to jump in because I have been waiting for this final episode for The Long Dark forever, it seems like. So anyways, I just wanted to make sure that we jump in, and I wanted to let you guys know that we will be finishing Wintermute episode 5. Was that screen tearing? Hang on one second. That was definitely screen tearing. VSync is now on. All right, we can't get into this place. Anyways, so I just wanted to make sure that you guys knew we are going to be doing this, but this is going to be the only episode I'm going to be able to put out until next week, and this is going to be a very abbreviated one on top of that. So I'm not sure if we can go into any of these. Oh, this looks like we can probably go into this one. No? Okay, so maybe we just need to beeline directly for our objective. I'm not quite sure where our objective is. And of course, as we know, it is never run in this game unless you're being chased. It absolutely kills your stamina. Enter vehicle. All right, so is there... I wonder if there's anything we actually need to do here. I forgot you gotta hold this.
I think I can use this.
We'll take it, and we'll take that. Is there anything in the back? No. So we'll have to investigate all of our clothing and stuff. But like I said, I literally probably am only going to be able to play for maybe about...
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Sure will. I probably only have about like 5, maybe 10 more minutes, and then I've got to call it an episode so I can make sure to get this out in time. Shelter here. Oh? Cooper's Blind. They said something about Cooper's Blind. Is this where she said, or I think she said it was near Cooper's Blind?
Damn quarantine. What the hell was Larson thinking? Well, what's he supposed to do?
I was gonna say, I shouldn't be cold anymore.
Is a quarantine supposed to make us feel better?
Quarantine from what? We're the only ones out here.
Exactly.
All right, I don't remember how to get into my okay, inventory is apparently I. What are we actually wearing? All right, so we've got 1 pair of pants and 1 pair of thermal, long johns. We have gloves for our hands, which are... I'm trying to figure out which of this stuff.
Jen said she woke up.
Okay, she put the second hat on when we found it, it looks like. But we should have another...
What does that even mean?
Like,
yes, I think the stuff that's actually equipped is this stuff that has the little triangle in the corner. So,
she went looking for
are these better than what I'm wearing? So these are, they're damaged.
Not another one.
Yeah, it's the same as with
0.5 for cold. These are 0.2 for cold, probably because they're damaged. So, and then there's these, which are 0.3.
This doesn't feel
okay, so fine. We will just keep what we have. All right. We'll talk to you.
Ah, welcome to Cooper's. Haven't seen you around here before.
Right. I've been staying with a friend.
Ah, right. You're Jane's friend from the mainland. The one from the canoe. You feeling any better?
Yes, thank you. I'm looking for the doctor, Larson. Any idea where I can find him?
Well, you're not the only one looking for the man. The good doctor set up a quarantine here, what, a couple of weeks ago now? After everything stopped working. Said strange things were happening. People going missing, weird stuff. Not sure. He's usually such a level-headed guy. It's not like him to just disappear in the middle of all this.
When was the last time anyone saw him?
It's been days at least. It's a bit hard to keep track, honestly. Every day another refugee from the cold, or 3, showing up and camping out here at the bar.
I'm sure they appreciate having a safe place to stay.
Well, most of them wouldn't stoop low enough to pass the threshold in good times, but I don't hold it against them. I'm happy to be able to help, as long as there's wood for the fireplace and booze for the patrons, that is. At least I don't expect the wood to run out.
Well, if you have any suggestions for where I can start looking for Dr. Larson.
His clinic is just up the street. He leaves a spare key at the bar in case of emergencies. I'm sure he wouldn't mind giving a friend of Jane's a chance to look around. He's almost family to them after all those hours sitting by Freya's bedside.
Thanks. I'll start there.
It might be worth taking a look at the constable's office and the co-op too. This is a small town, so news and drama tend to show up in those places first.
Got it. Thanks.
Stay safe out there. And watch out for the mill workers. Someone tried to burn the place down about a week ago. They're convinced it's the same person running around murdering people in their sleep. So they're a bit on edge.
You don't sound like you believe in the murderer theory.
Not my place to say. I mostly listen to people and keep my opinions to myself. I will say that I've lived here for years. A remote place like this is dangerous by nature. We're always only one careless step away from a very bad situation. It can bring out the worst in people.
Thanks for the key. I'll bring it back when I'm finished.
You stay safe out there. And if you get too cold, feel free to come back to warm up a bit. I'll keep the fire going as long as I can.
Thanks. I'll be careful.
So, if you remember correctly...
Look, all I'm saying is it doesn't make sense to just sit here.
Basically, yes, we got separated in a plane crash, Astrid and Mackenzie. And Mackenzie, the last place that we saw him, of course, was the, trying to see if there's anything here searchable. I don't really want to eat dog food, but I'll take it along. Worst case scenario, you know.
Go south to Thompson's Crossing or Milton. Anywhere. We just gotta get the hell out of here. On foot.
Sure,
Are you
let's
crazy?
take all of the toilet water.
The murderer
Because you
out
never
there.
know when you're going to
I
need to
think
drink
that
it.
murder story is bullshit.
Anyway,
Probably just people getting
so
careless.
Mackenzie, of
You head out
course,
there without
he
protection, and
got
you're bound to get in trouble.
attacked by a person. He was basically thrown into a prison. And so there's a... Oh, we're outside. I wasn't done searching yet. So he got, there were some convicts that got to Mackenzie, and he currently has the,
Looks like this has been here a while.
storm lantern. There we go. Very nice. I guess we'll take some books along, because they can be used for burning. But anyways, so he got, there's a bunch of convicts that got to him, and so he managed to escape at the end of the last episode. And of course, like Astrid said, he's the one that has the case. So we have to make sure... I'm sure at some point here we will end up playing as Mackenzie, just because we need to figure out where him and that girl, as you saw in that, at the end of that episode, or at the end of the intro, him and there was a girl, that college student, they ended up in like the freezing cold water to get away from the convicts. And so
This will come in handy.
that was tea, by the way. I'm not actually, because I'm trying to explain things because my time is so limited. I wanted to make sure to try to get everything sort of explained, and so I'm not really doing a great job of narrating here. But anyways, so yes. Well, I'm sure at some point we will be playing as Mackenzie, because we will need to find out where they ended up after they drug themselves out of the freezing water. All right, so I believe
Half the town's going to be
we're
sleeping
supposed to
upstairs soon.
head...
Hey, any excuse to have another drink, right?
Okay. We're supposed to head to the constable's office right now, and at some point we will have to find some place to sort of base. I don't know if that's supposed to be that Jane's house or where it's supposed to be specifically, but we will need some place to kind of hole up and be able to organize our supplies and stuff. All right. There's newspaper. Newspaper, of course, can be used as part of fires. I swear those visors at this point, they're memes. I've never found anything in them, but just like everybody else I've ever seen play this game, we always have to check them just in case. Figure one day maybe the developers will actually put something in a visor. Alright, that is not searchable. Here's gas station. Could we use the gas station as a location? Glove box. Could I search the glove box in that other car? I don't even know. Alright. Garbage bin's not searchable. Let's go ahead in here. Find the clues at the co-op. Alright, so what I'm gonna need to do here, we'll probably just end up putting some things here. I just need to find some sort of, like, drawer space. Do I have a flashlight? I don't. Did it say I'm soaked? No. Alright, as far as clothing... So, we are wearing... One of our undershirts is, like, a t-shirt. So this is 0.5. We picked up some sort of sweatshirt. But because it's damaged, it looks like it's... What about this? No. Okay. So we'll have to use the sewing kit and be able to learn, increase our sewing skill to be able to repair these things, because of course we did pick up a sewing kit. But that will have to be in another episode here. I won't be able to, ooh, nice. Revolver ammunition. Handwritten prescription. Read it. Patient Jacob D. Recommendations for sleepwalking. Take 1 antidepressant pill before bed. Lock all doors and windows in the house before going to bed. Give Martha the keys. Ask Martha to wake you up before the time the episode usually happens. Wear earplugs if you feel the ocean is too loud at night. I guess we could take it and burn it, right?
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
All right. So my objective here is actually to not find the clues because of the fact that, like I said, I actually I already need to end the episode just so I can make sure to get it out. And then I've got to finish packing for my flight. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to... how do you get... is there anything even in there to get? Like, it's... I don't know. That's right, I've got a lantern. That's what what we would have. I was thinking flashlight, but no, the flashlight... if you remember correctly, the flashlight is requires battery power, and there's the whole debacle with the Aurora, that when the Aurora comes, it shorts everything out. All right, so maybe I should equip it, though. How do we do this again? Okay, I think there's a radial wheel for us to be able to use to be able to get that out. I do not remember what the hotkey is, and I will have to look that up at some point. But, guys, we're back in for the long dark. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to this, because I definitely was. Okay, all of the sodas are drank. So there's nothing in here for me, looks like. But like I said, I need to find some sort of someplace to kind of stash some goodies. Oh, here we go. Take more toilet water. Search the garbage can. Get another thing of dog food. And I think that's probably going to be all I've got time for this episode, but we are back in. And it's very exciting, and I don't want to go to that back office because I'm afraid that's where the clues might be. So I think I can just save here, and there we go. All right, guys. That's going to be it, though, for this one. So hopefully you guys are interested in seeing The Long Dark. The cinematics at the beginning were incredible. They gave us a bit of a recap of what's occurred so far, and I'm definitely interested to see where this thing goes. So, guys, thank you so much for joining. If you've enjoyed this episode, as always, like, comment, subscribe, and I will thank you so much for joining, and I will catch you guys in the next one.